On that terrible day, September 10th, 2025, our greatest evangelist for American liberty became immortal. He's a martyr now for American freedom. I know I speak for everyone here today when I say that none of us will ever forget Charlie Kirk, and neither now will history.
So President Trump paying tribute to Charlie in front of a record crowd of 90,000 people, one of the largest memorials ever held for a private citizen. During that service, Turning Point USA played this video of Charlie's final visit to Utah Valley University. Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz was in that crowd that day, and he joins us now. Jason, what are your reflections as we remember the life and legacy of Charlie? What a beautiful memorial service yesterday was, right?
I was so inspired. Our whole family was inspired. Look, there were 4 members of our family that had gone there. I had texted Charlie in advance of the meeting and said, "Hey, we want to get together." You know, I went out with ice that morning and invited him to come along. He said he couldn't. And for him to be assassinated in our own backyard, is beyond words. But the way Erica Kirk handled it, that inspiration, the way she exhibited Christ-like approach to this was just totally inspiring. I think the president's been a rock in all this, and J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio inspired us all. It was a great event and very uplifting, and something I think will continue the rest of our lives.
You know, Jason, I've been watching the other side of the political aisle to see how they were going to respond to this. Will they lower the temperature, unify, change their ways? Unfortunately, yesterday I was watching Representative Crockett, and this is what she had to say.
One of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was, specifically to us.
On the day of the memorial.
She's never heard Charlie Kirk. You listen to the message of Charlie Kirk said, "Hey, if you disagree, let's talk it out." It's so rare. You know, when I was first elected to Congress, Lawrence, I really did think we all believed in the same thing. We just had different ways of getting there. When I left Congress, I was convinced, no, that's not true. This is a fight of good versus evil. It truly is. And what was exhibited by some, not all, but some of the Democrats, in the way they've handled this, the way they've handled violence and death and an assassination. If we can't come together on an assassination of a private citizen, somebody who wasn't in elected office, when are we going to come together? I think it is truly a fight of good versus evil. I really do.
They could have also just opted to say nothing at all. And that would have been better than spewing out some of this nonsense. Jason, thank you so much for joining the program this morning.
Thanks, Lars.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.